You always want to blame other people. You always want to hold other people to the fire, but you're not holding yourself to the fire. You just said you're giving 50%. You owe you an explanation. I stopped saying I've got to wait for good things to happen to me, and I said I'm going to grind. I'm going to fight. I'm going to work. I'm going to press toward. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do everything in my power every single day. I'm going to do everything in my power to become a victor and not a victim.
I got it together, I got what I got and I got it together. We got some problems, with the big on the chain. Alright, what's good, y'all? Just heading to the gym now to have this pull session. My back has been literally blowing up because I've recently relearned how to train my lats and actually train my lats properly. However, this pull session is my thickness focused day, so I do hit lats quite a bit in this day, but it is focused on, you know, upper back, mid traps, mid back, and more thickness. But like I said, there are lat movements in this workout. Pre-workout for this session is going to be 1 scoop unfinished series from Jack's Factory. Not really a full scoop. I kind of just like to 3/4 it just because I believe the full scoop does have like 260 milligrams of caffeine. I want to do a little bit less than that. And then I do go a half scoop of the non-stim pre. So I'll throw that up on the screen. This has been my stack recently. Absolutely goated. I feel like I can take this like almost every day just because the caffeine is like, you know, in the mid to high 200s. So it's not going to get you like stimmed out of your mind. And then the pump is just insane with the glycerol, all the L-citrulline that's already in the pre-workout stacked on top with the non-stim pump formula. So that's been the go-to. It's been absolutely nutty. If you want to support me and get any Jack Factory products, you can use code Patrick for 15% off at the discount. The link is going to be down below in the description. Now, I really do think this is going to be a good session just because the workout got pushed back slightly, like an hour. So I've had like an hour more to digest my pre-workout meal. And sometimes I get rushed, and like with all the food that I'm eating, I do feel really bloated a lot of the times, even during my workout. So sometimes like I feel a little lethargic in the gym, and you know, just being so bloated and just having that much food can take the slight edge off. But since I've had, you know, like an extra hour to digest my pre-workout meal, I'm really hyped. I don't feel the food in my system at all, ready to just get an absolutely brutal session in. So that's going to be the game plan today. I'm going to do a voiceover, walk you guys through the workout, explain what I'm doing, explain why I'm doing it, and then maybe throw in a little bit of posing right at the end just to show y'all the thickness, because definitely something that I've brought up with, you know, this workout and then my other pull session that I'll record later in the week. But you know, we're competing, got a year and a half left. Apparently a lot of people say that shows are won from the back, so we got to have the best back shots in the game. That's the plan, and this workout's helping me to do that. So take you guys through the workout now. Alright, so starting the workout with some lat pull-ins like I usually do. A quick tip if you're going heavy on these like I am, as you can see, my gym partner put a 45 play on my foot just to keep me rooted into the ground. I wish my gym had like one of those seated lat pullover machines. I really found that going heavy on these like I am here, almost doing the full stack, really contributed to my back growth and back gains. I really feel my lats a lot on this, so that's why it's into the routine. So I pretty much warm up and then have one top set, which was that set you just saw there, almost doing the full stack. So the next thing we're going to move into is this chest supported T-bar row here. So going pretty heavy here. This is my top set. I believe it's 2 plates, a 25 and a 10. So this was my top set. I wanted to get 12 reps, and for some reason I counted 10, and I was cheesed. But then after watching the film back, I did progress on this, and I ended up getting actually 13 reps. As you can see, there's like that little platform at the bottom there that my feet are on. It's like a little box just to raise my feet. The reason for that is because with this machine, it's a little bit different where I can't get proper leg drive if I put my feet on kind of like the padding that's provided. So just putting that little stool there really lets me use proper leg drive, and like, you know, lets me put my feet kind of closer and put them flat so I can actually press into them. And as you can see at the bottom of every rep here, this is the back offset, I'm allowing the weight to pull me forward slightly and like pull my shoulders forward. A lot of people think you shouldn't do that, but if you're really trying to build up density and thickness in your back, your scapula, we're like protracting and retracting, is actually caused by the back muscles. So obviously having like letting the weight pull you slightly forward, protracting your scapula, you're going to need your back muscles to retract it to pull it all the way up. Next, we move on to this upper back pull down. No, it's not a lat pull down. I'm doing it in a way that it's supposed to target my, like, my traps and my upper back, my rear delts. So that's why I'm not going too low with it, and I'm trying to pull the handle straight down. And as you can see here with the pump cover that is now off, back's looking thick, back is looking dense. I'm not leaning back, I'm not really swinging, I'm not trying to engage my lats on this exercise like I just said. I'm just trying to pull it straight up and straight down. And the only thing that's really moving is like my head out of the way, just so that the bar can move in a straight path. That's going to target your traps, your upper back musculature, and all that stuff, as you can see it clearly working in the video here. So we had a top set of 10 reps and then a back off set here of 13 reps. I pretty much only do 2 working sets for almost every exercise. Like, other than that, to be honest, that's really all the volume that I need. Any more than that, I kind of feel like I'm overtraining. I do quite a lot of different exercises. As you can see here, this is already like the 3rd back exercise, and we're not done yet. So this is going to target more the lats here. My gym partner is doing some funny shit, kissing my lats or blowing kisses to him or whatever the fuck he's doing. But yeah, so this is going to target the lat. This is the top set here. Again, another progression, end up getting 11 reps, and I'm just trying to, squeeze that kind of lower lat. But I am allowing myself, as you'll be able to see on the side view of this, I am allowing myself to lean forward a bit and again protract my shoulders and protract my scapula. That's going to allow my lat to be engaged a lot more as I'm rowing. And then of course I'm using my straps on everything, just because we don't want the forearms to be a limiting factor. We want all the tension to be on the back and the lats itself. So this is the first like dedicated lat movement. I guess you could say the lat pull-in was the beginning, but this is the first kind of like overloading lat movement. So we've done 2 upper back movements or thickness movements, and then now this is the first lat movement. With my back, honestly, I feel like I thought my lats were really lacking, and I do think they are, just because I haven't really trained them like 100% properly throughout my lifting career. I've only sort of realized, funny enough, by doing research and seeing videos on TikTok about how to properly train your lats. So I feel like my lats are lackluster, which is why I do have, 2 dedicated exercises for my lats in particular on a thickness day, which might not make sense to some people, but given my physique, that's what I need. This is about the time where I will sip on my intra carbs. It's about 3/4 of the way through the workout, and we're about to do the last back movement. So I have just 1 scoop of the Jack Factory carbs in there, and then 1 scoop of EAAs. Sip on that, chill for 2 or 3 minutes, and allow myself to rekindle before we move into these actual lat pull downs, where I'm almost repping out the entire stack. So this was feeling really good again. We ended up getting 170 pounds for 10 reps of the top set, which is amazing. And as you can just look at my back while I'm doing this, like, you can literally just see everything firing. So you definitely should give this exercise a try, where you load up a bench right in front of the cable stack here, and you kind of focus on just bringing your elbow down and kind of back. Last rep's a little bit sloppy, but that's how you know you're pushing it. So we go to the other side, and one thing I didn't really mention, but look at the sweat mark on my back, like in the stringer. One thing that's good about this gym is that it is very warm, so even though I do warm up with the hoodie, you get hot pretty quick, and then the sweat stains come. But that's fine with me. That just shows me that I'm pushing myself and that I'm working hard. But yeah, so soon enough, we're going to be stacking almost like every machine, which is probably when we're going to have to kind of take the weight maybe down a bit, and then, worry about more technique. Moving into the biceps portion of the workout now, that's pretty much all we're going to do for back. So moving on to the biceps, we do start with this preacher curl machine here. I have programmed it for the last 6 weeks, but for some reason I've always kind of had a little nagging bicep tendon issue, which sidelined me for like a year if you've been following me for that long. So this does, it feels good on the biceps, and it does work the peaks, and I definitely need those because that's a weak point. But I might start programming in like 1 arm at a time on this, just to kind of reduce the load that I'm using and focus more on the mind-muscle connection instead of just kind of ripping the reps. The next exercise is going to be these stand-away cable curls here. I am doing a little bit of elbow flexion at the top, where I'm bringing my elbows very slightly forward, but this is going to load your biceps in the lengthened position. There is a different cable stack across the gym that's really better for this, but someone was on it and it was taking forever, so we had to improvise. So again, 2 top sets here. And then the last exercise of the day is going to be these kind of like hammer curls. Usually I just use a dumbbell, but I found this kind of like the hammer curl bar, so I want to try that out. So we did that, and I said it in a previous video, but the lighting in this gym is just really not optimal, so I am playing with the colors a little bit. And the bulk is hitting. You guys can tell, like, the bulk's definitely hitting. There's not much definition left in the arms, that's for sure. So we're going to keep pushing, we're going to keep growing, but that's just the name of the game right now, and that's pretty much going to wrap it up for the workout. Alright, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for the video. I did want to talk a little bit about kind of my philosophy of back training, just really quick, because you might watch this video and be slightly confused. I did used to train like a bro for a lot of my lifting career, and I honestly think that because of that reason, and I've kind of started to realize it now as I have switched on my training, that I feel like it's really hindered my results and what I could have done in like the 5 years that I've trained. So I've made a lot of changes to my training. You guys have probably noticed that in these kind of workout videos. It is more of a shift toward what people would call optimal, and there's a huge debate going on TikTok and pretty much everywhere in the lifting space where people are saying, don't train like a pussy, you're going to get results. You know, just train with intensity and you'll be fine. Don't worry about all this extra shit. And I kind of want to touch on that because I don't really think that's true, and that's kind of the mentality I had for a while. Now that I'm training this optimal way, as you guys can tell by the vids and literally just by the sweat stains as I'm working out, and if you've ever seen me train like in real life, and you like, I could play some of the audio clips from the actual training where the intensity is not being sacrificed just by me picking these, I want to say, not easier exercise, but these better exercises. And they're just exercises that I feel more. I feel a better mind muscle connection with them. I feel like I can load them where I want to load them. Like a lot of people think you want to get a bigger back, load a barbell row heavier. And now that is true, where I've never seen someone barbell row a lot of weight with a small back. However, I just feel like there's a little bit of a disconnect with there, where just by you adding more weight on that barbell row, other things are going to give out before your actual target muscle that you want to hit, whether that's your lats or your mid back or whatever, before that area that you want to target is going to actually get the stimulus that you're looking for. So that's why I think if you go through my training and my exercise selection, it looks like it's a lot of stuff from the optimal side of fitness. And I just a switch I've made recently, and I've noticed results with it. So I just want to say, don't knock it till you try it. You know, doing optimal stuff or science-based stuff doesn't give you an out to train like a pussy and not train intensely. You need that intensity there no matter what exercises you're doing. But these are just exercises that I've added into my routine. I've seen people talk about, I've seen people say these are great, these are the best. So I haven't just taken them and thrown them in my routine. I've actually tried them. I've actually progressed on them, and I've actually noticed results with them, and they just personally feel better for me, which is why I will continue to do them. So if this is like a little bit different style from your training, I'm going to encourage you to watch the video, listen to the explanations I gave, and actually give it a try in the gym. I know some of them can be a hassle to set up, but trust me, if you want to make gains, I think that's worth it, obviously. So that's why I do what I do. But at least try it. Don't just throw it out the window because it's optimal training and it's training like a pussy and all this stuff. That's the way my training has gone recently, and I've noticed an insane amount of results with that. Obviously, we're killing the nutrition. You guys saw my full day of eating video. I do have another video idea that I want to make where I'm going to kind of talk about how I've really transformed my physique in probably the last 2 years. When a lot of people would say that's when your gains are going to slow down. I feel like mine have even almost sped up just because of the things I've been doing and kind of the realizations that I've had and just the things I've learned. And that goes with fitness, and that goes with a lot of things. Like, you think you know everything when you're first starting, but the more you know and the more you learn, the more you realize how little you actually know and how more you have to learn. So I feel like that's the position I'm in right now. So that's going to be a fun video to make. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. I would love to know any feedback you have. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, rating, subscribe if you are new, comment down below any other video ideas you have that you want me to make. I do have another pull session, so this is 1 out of 2 pull sessions that I have within the week. So I will make a video on that other pull session, which is the lat focused, even though we hit a good amount of lats in this workout. But that's pretty much it. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you. Thank you for all the support recently, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.